All right, we got Chris out here on the wheel hoe. He loves this thing, he says. Where'd you get it from, Chris?
Hoss Tools.
Hoss Tools. H-O-S-S. If y'all want to get you one. It's got 2 wheels and different attachments so you can plow or harrow or whatever you want to do. Cultivate.
That's what I'm doing now.
We had a neighbor come over and work on the harrow it up for us on the tractor, but now we're going through and hitting it with the wheel hoe and stuff to get the grass that's rooted in there and the weeds and things like that out of the ground before we plant our potatoes and different items like that. Chris is working on his patch. My brother from another mother, and my patch is just across the way. We're doing different techniques, but that's okay. We all got our own way of doing things. Chris is using the wheel hoe, and I'm going to be using a permaculture method with cardboard and wood chips.
Back to Eden.
Back to Eden, that's right. So we're going to try them both out and see what kind of results we get. I like the mycelium that forms when you use the cardboard and wood chips back to Eden method. And I really enjoy doing permaculture because I like to do perennials a lot. And I'm working on my food forest out here. Chris is doing this patch right here. And I've already got some trees planted out here that I've planted over the last 2 or 3 years. Pretty much since COVID started, back in 19 and 20, I started gardening out here.
You say 1920?
Yeah. No, 2019 and 2020.
Oh, 2019, 2020.
Yes. Not 1920. Yeah, 2019 and 2020 was when I started gardening out here. And we've tried some different, we double dug the first year and did some different things. So far I've got some loquats planted out here. Our biggest nemesis out here seems to be the South Georgia heat and the deer and the blackberry brambles. Oh my gosh. The blackberry brambles are merciless. They will wrap around your ankles and trip you up in a minute. But we're fighting the good fight. So we got us a little table set up out here. We've pulled us a tarp across so that we can have some shade. And I've got a few trees planted. I've got some mulberries. This one here is an ice cream bean tree. I'm going to expand the area around it and get all these weeds out of here. And I'm going to put some friends out here for him. This is going to be my patch over here that I'm working on this year. I've got a peach tree I planted out here about 4 years ago, right yonder. And I've got a loquat. I had planted another peach tree, but the boys hoed it down when they were helping. They were helping. And right here I'm putting some jumbo banana squash and some potatoes in the ground. I've got some Indian blanket flowers for the pollinators. And over here on this side, I've got some red potatoes. Today I'm putting in my Idahos right there in that little patch going down that away. And I'll probably do a row of sweet potatoes over yonder by that green patch. And I may, on the other side, do elderberry cuttings that I took this year. So, but I've got to get the ground ready for it. So that's what we're doing right now. We're getting the ground ready. And this is after it's been mowed. That over there, that's with no mow. And it can get wild out here pretty quick. And that little patch right there, we haven't tended to much at all, so you can see how wild it gets real quick like. We have lots of China berries out here and things like that that like to take over. We have camphor, laurel, and Carolina cherry laurel, and all kinds of, you know, trees and things like that that like to just drop. Even mimosa, and we have some other invasive species that like to take over if they can. And we fight the good fight and try to keep them out as much as possible, but they like to come back. But this is going to be our food forest when it's all said and done. It just takes time. Ain't that right, Bubba? Takes time. Well, y'all have a blessed day and enjoy your own gardening, because food prices ain't getting no lower.